Okay, so this is the new Cheerson CX-95, I believe, and this looks like another tiny whoop competitor. You got some brushed motors there, some 3 related props. Looks like they're about 40 millimeters. A little Inductrix FPV style canopy and FPV system here with a linear antenna and micro Lucy connector in the back. So yeah, I'll have a review on this pretty soon on my channel, so stay tuned to that. It's looks a little bit bigger than a tiny whoop, so we'll get full details a little bit later. This is the Eachine E55. This is a little toy quad Wi-Fi FPV and foldable. Let's take a quick look here. Obviously it doesn't come with a transmitter, but that's what it looks like. Pretty tiny. And you can see looks like all the arms are folded in along with the props. Pull some of these out. I think these are brushed motors as well. Yeah, so you got some foldable props here as well as foldable arms. So it's going to be kind of like the E50, I believe, that white one that I reviewed a while back. But everything's foldable into this really tiny compact size. It's about the palm size of the palm of my hand. So I'll have a full review on this on my channel pretty soon. Okay, you got some stuff here from Airblade UAV. These are some, what are these, 1104 10,000 kV motors. And I believe these are Airblade branded. I'll have a review on this on my channel pretty soon. But these are, I think these are DYS rebranded motors. So I'll show these a little more later. And it looks like I got a frame here. Not exactly sure which one this is. I think it's called the Bolt perhaps, or maybe the Cream Puff. I'll review on this on my channel pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. It's another one of these micro, I think it's 2 or 2.5 inch quads. So it's got a little camera mount here in the front, in the TPU blue here. So we got a couple of frame kits here from XB. That's what the name of the company is. It's a pretty small company. Found them on Facebook. They sent me a couple of frame kits. That's what their logo looks like. These are pretty nice frames, at least from the photos I was seeing online. And I like the packaging so far. So what we got here is first one, the XV2. Very thin arms here. So I'm not going to do a full frame review here, obviously just going to show you some of the parts. I put a little picture here of what the frame looks like assembled. Obviously you'll get to see that when the full frame review will be done in the video. But this one does come with a Maytech PDB, the one with the little plug on the side. And you get some Velcro, some battery straps, quite a large number of little parts here. Of course, your stickers. And this is the extent of the assembly instructions that are included. I think should cover most of those small parts, and I'll show that in the review, obviously. This is the second frame. It's the XB SR. It's similar looking to the XB V2, but this one is a stretch X, so the distance between front and back is longer than side to side, and it's got some bracing. I'll put another picture up here of what it should look like. But again, similar packaging. Got some nice arms, and obviously some different parts here. But yeah, I'll have a full review and build on this on my channel pretty soon. This is just some more of the sticky pad material for holding on your battery. It's got a couple more of these. Got some new props here. These are 1935 5-bladed props, T-style props for the 2 screws there, you can see. I heard these are pretty good, so I picked up some of these and I'll be trying them out on some of my 2-inch micros. Picked up some more of these Eachine 1104 motors. I think these are the ones on the Aurora 90 and Aurora 100, the 1104 7500 kV. So obviously you guys have seen this before, but I'll be putting this on some more builds and doing some more testing for some different frames. This is a pretty good motor if they come out with smooth bearings. Some of them are a little rough, but for the most part they've been pretty smooth, so I like this motor so far. Here's some more Racer Star micro props, 4-bladed. These are 1535 props, and probably going to be using these on the, or at least trying them out on the Tiny Swift as an additional prop that I could probably use on that, so look for some videos on this one a little bit later. Okay, got another 20 by 20 micro flight controller here. This is, I think it's the year F4 plus OSD, so this is similar to the Omnibus F3 with OSD, but now it's got an F4 chip with the OSD chip on the back here, so hopefully this will be a good one, and looking forward to using this on one of my more premium builds. I think maybe the new Chopstick Extreme that's coming out pretty soon, so look out for that soon. Okay, just another Runcam Swift Mini that I picked up here. Haven't done the review yet on this yet, but should be coming up pretty soon. And actually I'm waiting for a specific frame for this to fit in before I actually do the flight demo. So there isn't actually a frame that actually uses this size yet, so that's why there's a little delay on this review, but I'll hopefully have that out pretty soon. Okay, so these are some TPU soft mounts for motors. These are for the 22 size motors. I'm going to be using these on the Eachine Wizard because one of the motors has some bad bearings and causes some vibration, so I'm going to see if there's any difference that this makes. So I'll do a video on a before and after on terms of how well this improves the tunability of a quad with some motors that have some rough bearings and some vibrations. So this is sort of a thing that's a big hype right now, is soft mounting your motors, and this is an easy way to do that, and it's not that expensive. Okay, so someone in the comments recently asked me what I would get to add some prop guards to some of my micros if I want to that don't come with ones. I think these are the same ones that come on the King Kong 90 GT, even though it's branded Lantian here, up to a 2.3 inch prop, so probably a 2-inch prop. You just screw it onto the bottom with some, I think they include some longer screws and washers here to allow you to have some prop guards if you want to have a quad that you want to fly indoors. This might be a good choice. And actually I might try this on one of my other quads because this is lighter than those 3D printed prop guards. Okay guys, so this is a new micro receiver for those of you guys that are flying with the Turnigy Evolution and want to use the 2A protocol. This is a slightly smaller version than the FS-A8S, and it comes with a directly soldered on micro antenna here, so this is probably going to be good for your really small like tiny whip style builds. Well, I'll have to see what the range is like on this and fail-safe features, that kind of stuff, but it looks pretty similar to the FS-A8S. This is the one that I think comes with the Aurora 68. So I ordered a few of these because I wanted a shorter antenna, and I think this weighs less as well, so I'll do a comparison video later. Okay, so here are some really small motors. These are the 1102 11,500 kV motors. These are the ones that come on the Aurora 68. So if you got something that's using less than a 2-inch prop, you're going to need a high kV motor like this to run on 2S. I don't think this runs on 3S, so, but I plan to probably use this on the Tiny Swift. I'm going to switch out the motors for something like this. I think these are probably going to be pretty well balanced, and they feel pretty smooth. So look for a video on this pretty soon. Also, this is on the Aurora 68, and I think I've got that coming up here in a second. That came in, I think, yesterday, so we'll do a review on the Aurora 68, and this will be the motor on that as well. Okay, here's the Aurora 68. I got the Fly Sky version, and for those of you that said probably don't want to build the Tiny Swift, this is This is going to be your next best choice. Obviously comes in Free Sky, Fly Sky, and Spectrum receivers. I think this is a 1.5 inch prop. Let's take a quick look at it. Okay, so yeah, this is basically a miniaturized version of the Aurora 90. It's a 2-inch props. You got 1.5 inch props. Obviously a lot smaller. You got the components in the middle here, shifted 45 degrees. You got the same LED bar in the back. Same JST connector. I think it's the same FPV camera. That's the HC40D. Same one. So, and also the same carbon fiber prop guard, or not prop guards, the antenna guards here for the circular polarized antenna. So I'll have a review on this very shortly on my channel, so stay tuned for that.